Stars Newcastle predicted lineup versus Liverpool. Isak and Gordon shine amid transfer. Talk Newcastle United faces a daunting task as they travel to Anfield for their Premier League showdown with Liverpool. The Reds, led by manager Arne Slot, are aiming to maintain their stronghold in the title race after a 2-0 win over Manchester City, which took them 11 points clear of Arsenal. However, the Magpies will pose a serious challenge and could upset the party as they look to gain ground in the race for European spots. While Liverpool remains focused on clinching the Premier League title, they must also prepare for their Carabao Cup final against Manchester United next month, making this clash against Newcastle a crucial dress rehearsal. With Liverpool's current momentum, the Reds are undoubtedly the favourites heading into this game, but Newcastle is in form and full of attacking firepower. There are a few familiar faces to watch out for in the Magpies lineup, most notably Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon, both of whom have been key players for Eddie Howe's side. The prospect of both players performing well at Anfield will undoubtedly catch the attention of Liverpool, particularly with recent transfer rumours linking Isak to the Merseyside club. Key players for Newcastle: Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon. The key spotlight will inevitably be on Alexander Isak, whose sensational form this season has propelled him to the top of the Premier League's goal-scoring charts. The Sweden international has netted 19 league goals, with only Mohamed Salah scoring more. His presence in the attack is crucial for Newcastle, and the partnership he forms with Anthony Gordon will be key to breaking down Liverpool's defence. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate will be tasked with stopping Isak's potent attacking threat. The two defenders, who have been central to Liverpool's defensive stability this season, will need to be at their best to keep the Swedish striker quiet. Isak's ability to stretch defences with his pace and clinical finishing makes him a constant danger, and it will be interesting to see how Liverpool handles him. Similarly, Anthony Gordon's return to Merseyside will also draw attention. The England international was rumoured to be a target for Liverpool last summer, but the move never materialised. Now he will be eager to show his worth, particularly when up against England teammate Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has been in superb form for Liverpool this season. Gordon has the potential to cause problems with his direct running and flair, and he'll be hoping to make a significant impact at Anfield. Newcastle's injury concerns and predicted lineup. While Newcastle boasts an impressive squad, they have some injury concerns that will determine their starting lineup. Sven Botman and Hojlund have both been struggling with injuries recently, and Eddie Howe will make a late decision on whether to include them in the starting 11. If both players are not fully fit, Howe may opt for a more cautious approach and choose to rest them for the fixture. One player who could return to the starting lineup is Sandro Tonali. The Italian midfielder was brought on as a substitute in the recent victory over Nottingham Forest, and with his pedigree and experience, Tonali could be given the nod ahead of Lewis Miley to add more creativity and steel to the midfield. His partnership with Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Willock in the centre of the park is vital for Newcastle's control of the game. At the back, Newcastle's defence remains solid, with Fabian Schär and Dan Burn expected to continue their partnership. In the heart of defence, the duo will need to be at their best to contain the attacking threats posed by Liverpool, especially with the likes of Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez looking to exploit any gaps. The fullbacks, Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall, will provide width and support to the defence, and their overlapping runs could be vital in transitioning from defence to attack. However, their ability to deal with Liverpool's wingers will be crucial to Newcastle's hopes of staying compact and disciplined. In goal, Nick Pope is set to continue his role as Newcastle's number 1. The England goalkeeper has been in excellent form this season, and he will need to be at his best to stop the relentless attacking threats posed by Liverpool. Pope's recent performances have strengthened his case to start in the upcoming Carabao Cup final at Wembley, and a strong showing against Liverpool would only enhance his chances of keeping his place. Newcastle predicted lineup versus Liverpool. Goalkeeper Nick Pope. Right back Tino Livramento. Centre back Fabian Schär. Centre back Dan Burn. Left back Lewis Hall. Central midfielders Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, Joe Willock, right winger, Jacob Murphy, striker, Alexander Isak, left winger, Anthony Gordon, tactics and approach. Newcastle will likely set up in a 4-3-3 formation, with Isak leading the line and supported by Murphy and Gordon in wide areas. In midfield, Tonali, Guimaraes and Willock will form a solid unit capable of both controlling possession and breaking up Liverpool's attacks. The midfield battle will be crucial in this game, as Newcastle looks to stifle Liverpool's creativity, while also exploiting spaces left by the Reds' high pressing. Defensively, Newcastle will need to stay organised and compact. With the attacking prowess of players like Salah and Nunez, Liverpool will undoubtedly look to press high and dominate possession. Newcastle's defensive line will have to be disciplined, with Schär and Burn needing to keep Isak's link-up play and counter-attacks under control. If they can prevent Liverpool from gaining control of the game early on, the Magpies may be able to frustrate the home side and capitalise on set-piece opportunities. Newcastle's counter-attacking potential, especially with the pace of Isak and Gordon, will be key to breaking down Liverpool's defence. If they can absorb pressure and then spring quick counter-attacks, it could cause problems for Liverpool's backline. Liverpool's strengths and vulnerabilities. Liverpool, despite being top of the table, is not without its vulnerabilities. While they have an excellent attacking setup, their defensive line, particularly the fullbacks, has shown signs of being exposed at times. This is an area that Newcastle could exploit, with the pace and directness of Gordon and Murphy offering a potential outlet for counter-attacks. Moreover, Liverpool's midfield has been inconsistent at times, and if Newcastle can gain a foothold in the middle of the park, it could limit the service to Salah and Nunez. The Reds will also have to be cautious in dealing with set pieces, as Newcastle's aerial prowess, particularly from players like Schär and Burn, has been a notable strength this season. Conclusion. Liverpool's clash with Newcastle promises to be a thrilling encounter, with plenty of storylines to follow. The Magpies are in fine form, and with players like Isak and Gordon leading the charge, they will look to challenge Liverpool's defensive solidity. For Newcastle, the game is a crucial opportunity to further cement their position in the upper echelons of the Premier League and push for European qualification. With an eye on potential transfers, Liverpool will be monitoring Isak and Gordon closely, with both players linked to Anfield in the past. However, regardless of any future moves, the game itself will be a tough test for both teams. Liverpool's pursuit of the Premier League title will continue, but Newcastle will provide stern opposition in what is set to be an exciting encounter at Anfield. Ultimately, both teams will need to be at their best to secure the 3 points, with Newcastle hoping to cause an upset and Liverpool aiming to keep their title charge on track.